I wake up, I look at local news every morning while I'm getting ready. I saw on Twitter, or X, whatever, an article about German being murdered.
Okay.
And so that freaked me out, yes.
And once you learn of that on the news, do you have communications between yourself and Mr. Telles about the fact that Mr. German had been murdered?
Yes, I had reached out and said something to the fact like, oh my gosh, Mr. German's been murdered. Sent him a copy of the screenshot of that and said I was not going to go into work anymore.
Okay. And was that just because you were a little bit concerned about your safety?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And Mr. Graskovich, this is 343. May I approach, Your Honor? Ms. Lee-Kennett, I'm showing you what's been marked Stage 343. I know you probably don't recognize the type of document it is, but do these appear to be text messages between yourself and Mr. Telles?
Right, yeah, from that morning, yep.
Okay. In fact, I gave you a copy of this a few days ago for you to review.
Right.
And so this is a fair representation of your communications?
Yes.
State moves to admit 343.
No objection.
I'm turning to the, excuse me, the second page of the, the third page of the document. And it appears to be a text from you, right?
Yes.
And it's from 9/4/2022, and it looks like it's at a little after 7 a.m. And
right.
you're saying, "Oh my goodness, Jeff German died."
Yep.
And it looks just from the punctuation like that was surprising to you.
Absolutely.
And I think you said that you sent screenshots of that
article.
This is on page 4. It looks like there's a communication on 9/4, same date, and it looks like you send a screenshot to Mr. Telles of like communication on social media. Is that fair?
Yep.
And the second message appears to be we have a bigger version of it, but a screenshot of the article.
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Sure, yes.
Okay.
I can't see it, so.
Yeah, I actually have a bigger
assuming.
version. I'm
Okay.
one step behind you. So does that look like a readable version of the screenshot of what you saw on social media about Mr. German's death?
Sure.
And then?
Yeah, that's what I thought I sent, yes.
Okay. So those were sent to Mr. Telles.
Correct.
And his response, this is on page 5 of the document. It's kind of focusing. His response to you is, "Holy shit."
Yeah, yes.
And you actually respond,
It's all over Twitter.
It's all over Twitter.
Correct.
So then do you communicate with him your concern about going into work?
Yes.
And so you, I think if I'm understanding you, you opt not to go into work that day?
Absolutely not. Correct. I stayed home.
Okay. I want to move on. This is page 34 of the documents. And it looks like, are you able to read that up there from you? Yeah, I'll brighten it. Let me zoom in a little. So this is a communication, it looks like, from you to Mr. Telles on 9/6 of 2022.
Okay.
And it looks like you write, "Have you received a response from Jeff or the DA? Just wondering."
Okay.
Do you know what that's in regard to?
I do not remember. I'm just looking at that. I don't.
Okay. Do you think it was in regard to the records? Or do you not remember? Or?
I don't even remember what Jeff I'm talking about on there, or the DA. Probably, yeah, our DA for Clark County.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't remember a lot.
That's okay. But, I mean, fair to say that's what that text says.
Sure, yeah.
And the only DA, I mean, like the DA that you would have been interacting with would be like the DA civil who was
For public
those-
administrators, correct.
Okay, dealing with those messages.
Right.
Okay. And then this is page 36. And it is from 9/6 of 22. And you send a message, Rob, WTF,
Yeah.
please do not be driving your Yukon around for a while.
Correct.
What had you seen that made you send that message to him?
I think what everyone else saw, that Yukon in the photos
You mean
or in media,
the media messages that
Right.
Metro sent out
right?
of a car associated with Mr. German's murder?
Correct.
And had you known Mr. Telles to have a similar Yukon?
He had driven it to work a few times. I believe it's his wife's vehicle.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you're kind of like, whoa, don't drive your car around
Yeah.
for a while.
Yes.
And then his response is, that's crazy.
Okay. Yes.
Is that fair?
Yep.
And it looks like, this is page 37. You say,
Yep.
please tell me your Yukon is not that color.
Correct.
You wrote that.
Correct.
And this is page 38. He says, it is similar if not the same.
Correct.
And you ask him another detail, do you have racks on yours too, meaning the,
Right. From the photos, right?
okay. And this is page 39. What do you say?
Please tell me you don't.
Okay, and then,
I'm freaking out, Rob.
and are you starting to get nervous?
Yeah, I'm starting to suspect.
Okay, and then this is page 40. He says, yeah, I think so, it's fine, I didn't do it.
Right?
And then you ask another question about his tires.
Right. You don't have special rims, do you?
Okay. And then you, this is page 41, tell him I am, and then
Very worried. Right.
and you then say what?
I say it's not you, but they could try to use the vehicle as a way to suspect you.
And then his response is, my car has all matching wheel patterns.
Okay?
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then this is page 43. You seem kind of bewildered. You say, I don't understand.
Correct.
And then you say,
Your rims look like the photo.
and this is page 44. He answers you, I think they are saying that the front does not match the back.
Correct.
And then you say,
F, your car is identical.
okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of communicate with him back and forth, fair to say, based